Hello everybody, it's Candace. I am hoping that I am in landscape mode. I downloaded an app that somebody told me about and I am hoping that it helps. So tonight we are playing with the Boho Beach kit. I'm going to get started. I already made up the actual cards, which you can see here. So this kit comes with supplies to make for each of these two designs. And look at this paper. Isn't that absolutely stunning? So you make for each of this and for each of this. And then you get 8 of these envelopes that coordinate. And so we're going to play with this kit and see what else we can make besides these 2 cards. Alright, so your kit also comes with a block, which I have one here. It comes with some dimensionals, it comes with some twine, it comes with this stamp set, and it comes with an ink spot. So what I want to do tonight is focus on what you can do with a stamp set. And some of these kits have more elaborate or more stamp sets with more stamps and more sentiments. This one kind of just has a couple of fronds, some speckles, and then a couple of sentiments. And I kind of like these sentiments because they could be used for anything, like sit back and relax. Who is not going to want to relax at the beach? I mean, with 4 kids, one of whom is only 3 and really, she probably can swim. I'm just not super confident in her skill. But I would love to relax at the beach. And yeah, so let's get going. So I have my own ink pad here. I don't want to open this one, but if you get this kit and you are new to stamping, it is wonderful that it provides all of the supplies that you need to make these kits. So I thought, let me get my trimmer out here. One of the things that I've been seeing people do is called a stack, cut, and shuffle. All right, and so what that basically is you take 3 different pieces of paper, designer series paper most people use, and you stack them on top of each other and you chop them up into 3 angled pieces. So we're going to try that. All right. I'm actually going to cut. Something that Stampin' Up! Has been doing is printing the entire half sheet and then the inside is white. And I'm really enjoying that because you can flip it this way and have this as the front, or you can turn around and have this as the front. And then you can chop them up and get more cards with minimal supplies. So it's kind of like having a half a sheet of designer series paper. What I'm doing is I'm cutting this into 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to do this other one that's, it's kind of like crumb cake. See, and this, each side is different. So you've got these larger bubbles and, you know, you can choose which side you like better. I am going to actually choose this side. Again, just cutting it at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to use the envelope. Yes, you can chop up your envelopes. Alright, so this is about 4 1/4, and I'm cutting the flap off. And then I'm going to flip it around and cut it at 4 to match our other pieces. And then we'll do 5 1/2. And then 5 1/4. Turn it around. 5 1/4 just to undo all of the seams. And then I have my 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so now what we do, and I think other people that I've seen do this actually do like 3 1/2 by 5 or something like that, but we're just gonna roll with it. We'll see if my cutter cuts through all of these pieces. So let's see. All right, so you stack all of them evenly together, and then I'm going to turn it and just cut on this side. Maybe we'll turn it a little bit. So just on the other side of this corner, I'm going to slice this and readjust and make sure all of my pieces are evenly stacked on each other. Okay, and just cut like that. All right, so now I have to figure out how I had cut this. Oh no. What did I do? Okay, there we go. That's how I cut it. So keep track of, it's going to be like a puzzle. All right. So now what I have are some coordinating cardstock. Got a piece of crumb cake, piece of white, and I thought I had a piece of pecan pie here. I think it's copper clay. Nope. But this will be interesting to put it on pink. This is Flirty Flamingo, I believe. All right, so we've got some coordinating pieces of cardstock. And so I'm going to put my pieces how I cut them. Okay, I'm going to put my cardstock here. And we're just going to shuffle. So let me scoot this out of the way here. So I'm going to put these here. And then layer those. And you just want a different piece of cardstock on each one. And I'm just going to kind of shuffle them around here because these are a little too, that'll be fine. Or do I want to put this here? And then, I'm not good at making up my mind. Okay, that came from the same piece, so we're just going, what did I switch here that I shouldn't have switched? All right, there we go. Final answer. That's what we're doing. Okay, so now I just have to figure out which one do I want to go with this unusual color combination, which maybe I will switch. Let's see here, what else do I have? Will that go? I don't think so. You know what? I'm going to get a piece of wild wheat. I'm not digging the, I'm not too fond of that Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so wild wheat, here we go. That looks a little better. Just because we have coordinating pieces that go with this. And then I will show you a resource at the end that I like to use that is available to you. I have to figure out where it's available to everybody. I know I posted the Color Buddies, but there's another tool that everyone is able to, I'm able to share with everybody. Okay, so here we go. You can either have seamless, okay, and just have that matte, or I'll do crumb cake on this one. or you can space them. I'm going to do white. Sorry. Or you can space them out and have a border all the way around, which I'm hoping will work. We'll see. All right, so do you see the difference there? How this one can have spaces in between them, kind of like stained glass, or I don't know, having little borders in between them. And then this one is all together, and then this one will probably be all together as well. Okay, so let's start gluing down. If I can figure out which way I had this. There we go. All right, I'm gonna use this Tombow glue, just because it gives us some wiggle room. Now your kit will come with adhesive. And this Tombow mono adhesive I'm a little partial to because it gives me wiggle room. And these ones I'm going to kind of space apart. It's not going to look perfectly matching up or perfect borders all the way around, but it's kind of the beauty of being able to wiggle things around with this glue is a little bit of spacing. And it's not completely perfect, but we're going to kind of cover that up in, with some of the other pieces in the kit. All right, and these are going to be touching each other at the edges. We're going to match them up pretty closely together. Curious of what you all think of the wild wheat. There used to be an in color called Summer Starfruit, and I will tell you, it was a lot more yellow than this, and I was not a fan. I struggled to use that color. In fact, I probably like Stampin' Up, just like Wild Wheat, has quite a few designer series papers that have wild wheat in them, and I guess I don't mind this color as much as I did with the other color. But if you've ever been around breastfed children, it reminds me of their poop. All right, so we've got our 3 card bases that we stacked and shuffled. And let me pull in some of these elements. So we're going to have to kind of split these up. Well, maybe we don't have to. We'll see which ones work and which ones don't, or which ones work better with others. Okay, so we've got one of each of those. I've got one of each of these. Oops. And then we've actually, so there's 4 of each card, and they give you 5 of each label. But we also have these extra pieces. We've got these little strips of paper. And then I've got my ink pads. So what we can do is kind of just start arranging things in a way that's pleasing to our own eyeballs. I feel like there was another palm frond or something. This one has a lot of brown, so I think I'm going to put this one over here. let's see. Oh, yes, here we go. So we've got a beach chair and these fronds, palm fronds that are in, I believe it's crumb cake. All right, so maybe this one won't look so lonely. I think it's this way. And I'm going to flip this. There we go. And how can I make the most of this? Let's see. Okay, so let's just stamp. I pulled in Lost Lagoon because that's one of the coordinating colors. And, well, let's just use what we have. What comes in the kit? What things actually come in the kit? Pecan pie is the color, actually. So let's just stamp our sentiments really quickly. Okay, sit back and relax. I think I'll just put it in the middle. All right, and then get my chamois so I don't get ink everywhere that it does not want, that I don't want it to be in. Enjoy your day. Oh, see, I got ink all over my block here. Got that on straight. And then let's do one more, enjoy your day. And I'll get, let's see, does it fit on something that tiny? Let's see. This is just a scrap of, oh, it does. It does fit, look at that. Okay. This is actually a strip from the envelope. Okay. Let's close, well, no, we're not going to close that up. I want to decorate the inside of our cards. And this one's light enough. Well, I guess we can do that later. Excuse me. I've been having a lot of phlegm lately, and I don't know if it's because of, I've been eating a lot of cheese. I don't know if that's what's causing all the phlegm. But we're going to stamp a few palm fronds on our card fronts here. Just like that. And then I'm just kind of following how the kit has this laid out. So I'm going to do both of these. I don't know what this is, like maybe the palm tree seeds or flowers. If you've ever seen a coconut or palm tree when they flower, I feel like they kind of look like this. Do another bunch down there, stamped off. Okay, and there's one more stamp that has like these speckles just to give some added texture. And I'm just gonna randomly stamp that around the card. Okay. So much concentration. It's been a long day, y'all. We were out of the house from about 7:45 this morning, which is very rare that my family leaves the house before 8:30. Because we homeschool and we take our time getting anywhere, but we had kind of like a little excursion that we took with the kids' church director. She is so fabulous, and every month she plans either a parent date night or an outing, and or a day trip somewhere. And because it was President's Day today, we went to somewhere called Makanalani. It's on the north shore of Kauai, and we just had a great time. We got to feed miniature donkeys. My kids just absolutely loved that. And then they took them, the older kids got to go on a little scavenger hunt. Sorry, I'm just playing around with where I want to put this. I'm going to put this here. And so they had to go they gave them clues and they had to go find statues. There was fun to be had by all of those children. And I tell you, they are tired. They fell asleep in the car, but instead of going straight home, because we were already on the North Shore, we took a few extra miles and went to the end of the road. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Kauai or live here, but for those of you who don't, the highway is like a horseshoe. You know how on the interstate you just keep going and going and going? Kauai is like a horseshoe, and so there's this there's this quite treacherous Nepali coast in between the two ends of the horseshoe. So we went all the way north. I'm looking for some scissors. Here we go. And I think my son's the only one who's ever been back there. But we stopped at a dry cave, and then we went to the lighthouse. I will post some pictures of our day later on here, but we didn't get home till 4 o'clock, and it's very rare that we are out that long. It's kind of to my husband's dismay. He was wiped out. I hope he's not getting sick, because he said his throat's getting a little sore. So if y'all could say a prayer for him, I would appreciate it. Okay, I am just going to use glue dots to stick all these, and I made a little bow. We're going to put that here. I know I'm just jabbering on. And I think these are the only 3 cards that I'm going to do tonight, y'all. Just because we made 3 of them. I am going to On Stage, which is the equivalent of a convention nowadays. It used to be called convention, with Stampin' Up! In the middle of March. So I will be in Houston with my bestie. She is a fellow demonstrator. And we're going to go hang out in Houston for a few days, and I will be sharing lots of pictures of things that we do there. All right, so there's card number 1. I am going to take our little extra pieces here that I have on this side. And just glue them down to the inside to kind of decorate it. Actually, I do want to stamp. So Lost Lagoon, I'm going going to do it. I'm going to use a color that coordinates that's not in our kit. Alright, so I just like to stamp on the inside there, and then we'll put this teeny tiny little strip, our little offcut from our card base, and stick it in there. Alright, so there's card 1. I'm going to make another little bow for our umbrella, and then I'm going to stick down. I think I need something behind our greeting to help it stand out. So I have some scraps here that maybe will work. Let's see. Yeah, it's pecan pie. Okay, so enjoy your day. Uh-oh. See what happens when you don't. Okay, here's my trimmer. I'm going to trim this down to about, let's do 1/2 inch. Okay, 1/2 inch. And cut it a little long. Just kind of mimicking this one over here with the spacing. Okay. And I'm not going to bother trimming that. I'm just going to glue it shut. Going to glue that shut because that was the envelope. And then we're going to glue it to our little piece here. And I'm not going to use glue dots. I'm just going to use the tiniest little dot of multi-purpose liquid glue in several different places. You can hear one of my dogs barking outside. Alright, we're going to put this here so it stands out. Oh, get that on camera. And then put the tiniest little multi-liquid glue dots, or multi-purpose liquid glue here. And then put some, oh, that's not, I thought that was going to be our label. It's not. Our greeting is right here. Duh. Okay, almost done. Enjoy your day. And then what was I going to do with this? Glue dot. Glue dot, glue dot. Which I guess we don't need, but we'll use it on this one. Okay, we don't need it on this one. There's card number 3. I don't have an inside to this one. There we go. Lost Lagoon. Palm frond. And then we get more of the green glue. There we go. And there's a speckle right there. I don't know how that got there, but we're going to pretend it was intentional by stamping these speckles. All right. There we go. Yep, totally intentional. Okay, so there's card number 2, and then let's get these things glued down. How do I want to do this here? Sit back and relax. So we're going to glue these down. All right, how am I doing on time? I think I've been babbling a lot. And deciding where all my pieces are going to go kind of took a while as well. But that's okay. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. And several dimensionals on the back, and we're done. All right, 30 minutes, 3 cards. That's not too terrible. Got off to a little bit of a rocky start. Had some bumps in the middle. But now, scoot this down a little bit. There we go. But now we're done. Well, except for the inside. Let's get another one of these. Lost Lagoon. I really like the colors in this card kit. They're very serene, especially the paint pouring thing. All right, and we've got lots of leftovers, so I could make 3, well, not 3 more cards. I guess you could call these 2 card fronts. You can make 2 extra card fronts with those. Except I don't have that many more pieces to play with, but I'm sure I could put a pelican, and the Waves of Inspiration stamp set would do me well. Because they have matching dies. I'm trying to think of other things. Could probably use the turtles. Or just stamp a bunch of palm fronds. Make a background with that, just like we did here. Alright, so let's bring all our cards in. Let me move all these out of the way. All my extra stuff. Okay, so let's see. These are the ones that we made, our stack, cut, and shuffle cards. Okay, and all I added, honestly, was a scrap of pecan pie, and this is a little crooked. Oh well. And 3 card bases and 2 card liners on the inside. Okay. And then these are 2 original cards. So I hope you guys liked these ideas. I will probably have more of a sit down with these and figure out something else to do with them. But those are the 3 cards that we came up with. I really do like this stamp set with the palm fronds just because they're very versatile. You can make them in any color. Maybe I'll do that. Make a bunch of different colors of cards, not just this color scheme with the stamp set to show you guys, which I've done before. So I hope you guys have a great night and had, couple things. If you do want to purchase this kit or anything else from my store, Celebration has round 2 of promo items. I have played with a lot of this stuff. One thing I will say, these Stamp and Write markers, if you are new to stamping, did you know that you can ink your stamps with markers? Let me show you real quick. Okay. I don't always, excuse me. I don't always purchase markers or the ink pads right away. And especially this, I'll be honest, this round of, I don't know where my markers are for this year's In Colors. I know I have them. I just don't know where they are. I must have been playing with them somewhere. Anyways, these are the old style, but I do want to show you that you can stamp with markers. So if you would like these markers for free, you can get them in your starter kit because I think they're about $30. But you get 11 of the new 11 different colors of inks. Okay, and I don't have these markers because I did buy the full spectrum of ink pads because I had a half price item on one of my larger orders last year. And anyways, you have a brush tip, and then the new ones, which if they have a nub, which this one is a lot thinner than the new ones. I wish I knew where my Stampin' Write markers were. But anyways, you take the brush tip and you can color your stamps, okay? I feel like I've done this on video before. And you can color all of it, you can color part of it, but I mean, it's not always the greatest coverage, especially on the photopolymer. I feel like this works better on cling stamps, the red rubber, but you can definitely color them in. And one of the techniques, I'm going to clean this off real quick, that I really like is called the thumping technique. So what you do is you would ink up, or color in this case, and this works better on a solid image, but this is the only stamps that I have at the moment out. And so you would ink in a lighter color, and then you take your darker color and you just kind of thump on it with it, and anywhere and everywhere, okay? And so what you get is your lighter color and then speckles of your darker color. I don't know how well you can see that, but I just wanted to point that out. Like, these you will use for a very long time. And then you get to try out the different core colors that you like. The other thing I really like are these Sweet Thoughts Memories and Mores. I did a video a while back with these envelopes and the matching cards, the matching Memories and More cards with a mini album. And then I know I've posted, somebody made a bunch of cards, and someone else shared the different cards that they made with these. So this is a really great value because you get 20, and they are the large they measure about 4 1/4 by, here it is. So they're these, not these exactly, but it has the envelope, the matching envelope, and card base. I don't know where my actual pack of them are. But anyways, I think these two are probably my favorite. The markers, if you do a level 2 $100 purchase or more, and then the Sweet Thoughts. And you can also join my team and get a free glass mat or an extra $30, I believe. And then the other thing I want to tell you guys about is the online exclusives. You can pre-order. Look at this coffee sweet. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I thought these are so cute. I love how they do the lattes. So this is both paper and stamp sets. So these are available to demonstrators, and if you buy the starter kit, you can add these things to your starter kit. And look at the bright and beautiful colors of the zinnias. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the coffee, if you're a coffee lover, coffee drinker, there's a suite that has the coffee paper, a coffee die set, so it makes the carafe, the mugs, some beans, the spoon, okay, and then there's a stamp that has like the latte. These are stamps, I believe, okay, and then the zinnias. Look at that paper. I love this bright and beautiful paper. It's so gorgeous. So you can order those, and then adhesive sequins is part of this suite, and this suite is only $83. So you would have, if you just got the starter kit for $99 plus tax, you get free shipping, by the way. You choose $125 worth of product, anything that you want, and you can order this zinnia collection. Like, is that not gorgeous? So you've got that, and then there's this Encircle the Nature. There's like 30 or 40 different things that you can order. But yeah, I just want to let you guys be aware that there are lots of perks to signing up as a demonstrator and for ordering right now for celebration. So they've added these 10 additional free products. I've done videos with this paper before. I wanted to do this. I wanted to cut out little kids on the beach playing. But I could not find my paper. I know I ordered this paper and I have no idea where it is. It's not in the stack of paper that I have in my stash, my DSP stash. So I have no idea where this paper went. I'm kind of losing my mind because I've looked for it for like 10 straight minutes before I went live. Anyways, I don't have either of these two stamp sets, but I think I'm more drawn to this one, the Botanical Layers. And I've shared other things with Celebration. But anyways, thank you all for joining me. Please let me know if you have any questions about becoming a demonstrator or ordering. I do have the link to the kit, this beautiful kit, the Boho Beach Kit. It makes 8 cards, has a reusable stamp set, ink pad, and block to use. So that's a good way. Save your blocks. And you always have, usually have extra adhesive, but save these blocks because they really come in handy when you have multiple, like you saw me change out all these stamps a bunch of times. Okay, I have 2 here, and then so when you're stamping, you're in the groove, it's nice to have a bunch of blocks to stamp with. But anyways, have a great night, have a great week, and be blessed, everybody.